Today I would like to present you a project I made a while ago, and the kind of a cinematograph or moving images type of project. It's very rarely called cinematograph, but I googled it because I couldn't even find a proper name for those kind of art, like those images which some part of those images are moving and the animation is looping. I'm not talking about GIF or GIFs, how you call it, but those images which are used in the background of music videos, of, for example, for moving wallpapers, those kind of usage. And this is the project. I named it originally Umberlla because originally it started everything from a photo I made of a supermarket called, as you can see, and from that image I decided to transform it into something, a scene, post-apocalyptic scene, kind of Last of Us thing. Like, have you ever played in Last of Us? This is the video game talking about the father and a daughter trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world when the major of the history is taking part in destroyed cities. And this is the thing I took the inspiration from. Also, the Crisis 3 is mainly in those theme. As you've seen in my intro, there was a lot of changes. It wasn't very hard to make it, but I just took some time to do it, spent a lot of time to polish the details, to make small changes, to put some Easter eggs inside of it, because when you try to use that kind of art as a background, and everything is looping, you just stare at it for most of the time, and the longer you look at it, the more details you find in it. So it's very worthwhile to put as much details to the art as possible. So later on, you can find a small Easter egg or small detail which you haven't seen before, and you'll be happy about it, and those kind of art doesn't get boring over time. Okay, I'm gonna switch on and off some of the group of the layers so you can see what was changed, what was added later on in the production. So enjoy it. The most difficult, I think, was this light beam coming from the police car, because it was hand-drawn, and I had to refactor all the middle of this art, because everything suddenly lights up. So all the lighting's changing. There are reflections on the window pane. There are reflections on the metal parts, like this basket in the middle, bonfire basket, and I have to relight those guys' clothes. I have to change the bouncing light here and there. For example, on the arm of this mad chemist, I call him. Okay, I had it all prepared, the layers were grouped, and the PSD file was ready to import it in After Effects. So I was able to animate some parts of it. At the first glance, there are not many things moving, but the more you look at it, the more things you can find, you can discover. The first thing probably you already noticed is that light beam, which is ignited by switching it on and off, because I want to emulate the faulty front reflectors of that Umberlla Corporation car. Yeah, and the cherry on the top of this light beam is that moving reflection on the metal bumper, pipe bumper of this car. So the reflection is moving through this, along this pipe. Yeah, and as I said before, I had to refactor of all of the lighting, everything in the middle of this picture, like even the fog, catching the fog, because even it was dark before, you can see, if you look very closely, there was a fog. So the fog is much more distinct when the light goes on. I'm also glad that I added those moving particles, which are seen when the lights are on. No, when I look at it now, I'm not really fond of this reflection of the side of the car. I think it doesn't match the scene, the rest of the things which are going here. It needs to have a little bit more contrast, I think. I found a layer where the car is on. As you can see here, when I turn off this logo and this reflection, modified reflection, this is the original one. Of course, not really original one, because there are different global effects which this car is affected with. You can see the highlights are better actually on this original. The modified reflections are a little bit faded and flat here. So I think the best cure for this is to add some contrast, and the best way to add contrast is to use curves. Maybe not the easiest, but the best. You have the most control over things which are going on. Like we don't have in this part those very highlights. We don't have much information, so let's start manipulating with the highlights from this part of the image on this histogram. Okay, let's lower the shadows, like here. Oh, I already like it much better. Maybe a little bit more. Oh, but okay, we're losing a bit matte chemist here. But this is the trade-off I can afford. But it's a lot better now. Let's check it out. It was okay. I like it more now. Yeah, actually I can tinker over this image all the time, actually forever, and that's the beauty of cinemagraphs and those moving images. You can spend all the time, all the spare time you got and just tweak it forever. That's the beauty of them. Okay, I hope you like it. I hope you found some inspiration. I hope you're gonna make some cool stuff. Yeah. Leto, say hello. Hi, I'm Leto. I'm a Welsh Spring Spaniel.